Hello and welcome. This is Jonsbo C6 Max, or C6 the final form, I'd like to call. C6 has come a long way. It began with one of the smallest micro ATX cases, and then C6 ITX came out, catering for an ITX form factor. Now, we have this C6 Max, the final form. This is a 20 liters case, meaning this is sort of large. In comparison, Jonsbo D32 and Z20 are both around 26 liters, and the original C6 is 16 liters. Therefore, C6 Max sits nicely between those two. This is my first time seeing it up close, and I can see that C6 Max is virtually identical to C6. It looks like it's longer in order to accommodate a longer GPU. I also see a small window on its side panel, which I have mixed feelings about. I prefer mesh panels since they allow air exchange. A handle on small cases is something I don't want to miss out. While I wouldn't call C6 Max small, it's small enough to be carried around somewhat comfortably. Once you are used to cases with a handle, you won't want one without it. Here is C6 and C6 Max side by side. The height and width are exactly the same. The only difference is the length. C6 Max is for those who wish to install a bigger GPU. Additionally, it has more interior space to work with naturally. The interior is virtually identical as well. It's obviously longer, but the design philosophy is exactly the same. It's quite longer than C6, but you are still limited to only one 120mm fan on top. It also doesn't look like you are able to install a 240mm water cooling AIO either. Personally, at this point, I'd rather recommend D32 or C6 original. You get the usual Jonsbo all-in-one front panel header, but you will miss out a dedicated USB-C header. C6 didn't have it, and C6 Max doesn't have it either. And it looks like there is no extra space in the back for cable management. This case really is very much alike C6 original. They should have widened the case and give some room to route cables into the back, but they did not. Again, C6 Max is longer, but not long enough for two 120mm fans to be installed. I think you can install two 92mm fans, however. Like I said earlier, its design philosophy is exactly the same. They didn't improve anything other than giving it a tad more length for a bigger GPU. Here is my verdict on this case. If you are hoping to use Jonsbo C6 Max, I urge you to try Jonsbo D32 instead. Subjectively, I find that D32 is a better looking case, and objectively D32 is only ever so slightly bigger while being much more spacious, along with space for proper cable management. There is also the fact that D32 is cheaper as well. You will miss out a handle, however. Still, I would rather avoid C6 Max if possible. I'd rather choose either C6 Original or D32. Anyway, I will do a build video with C6 Max sometime in near future. Thank you for watching and please subscribe.